Alright guys, you ready for Doki Doki Literature Club? I've heard this is scary, so we shall check it out, shall we? Part 1 of Doki Doki Literature Club. Let's do this! Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit. Yes, if this bothers you guys in any way, please take care of yourselves. I definitely understand if you turn it off. If this affects you, please turn it off. But let's get started with this game. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. Oh, by playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you're at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. I agree. Alright. It doesn't seem that scary yet, and it's really bright. Oh. I don't know how to feel about it, but the song's a jam. My god, Pride. Right out of the gate. Explosion. Alright, I don't know how I feel about this game yet. Text speed, music. Alright. Oh, where's Bit Sage? Here we go. Much love. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. You mean like this? That sounds like me. Better get it out of the way. Yeah, probably. This is supposed to be disturbing, so we'll see how this goes. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Alright. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase me after like this, I almost feel better running away. Damn, okay. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and see her catch up to me. Overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Yeah, you say that you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Sage. Sorry. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Sage, have you decided to join the club yet? I mean, Fight Club? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you'd be joining a club this year. Okay, did I? I'm sure it's possible that in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Siri likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly just content, just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Well, damn. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming, what is that? Neat in a few years because you're not using the real world. What is that? I need to look at I need to brush up on my acronyms. So that means not in education, employment, or training for those that don't know, because I had no idea what the hell that meant. I might be moving at the end of March. Oh, to where? Where? You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. Well, look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. You're moving to Florida? Is the reason why? I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by a carefree girl. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess I'm seeing her worry so much about me that she makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Oh yay, classroom. The school day is as ordinary as ever. It's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need me to wait up. It's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah. There's no way I'm going to your club. And meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it'd be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to be to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. Well... And that Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's just so cunning to have this planned all out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yay, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third year class and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you don't call me a new member. And I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Sage, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Aww. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose apparently name is Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly in my ear and then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Why are you moving to Florida, Pride? Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. I've never met her before in my life. It's great to see you again, Sage. Who the fuck are you? Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year, were we? Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Sage. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. Lisa's ending in May and family's moving down there the way I can spend with Tom and my mom and my niece. Oh, okay. Hey, there's a lot to do in Florida. Do you know which part? I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! What? Natsuki lifts a foil tray of a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Suri grabs one first, and then Monica and I follow. It's delicious. Suri talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. She didn't make it. They're store-bought. They're store-bought. You didn't give Alfie a Treato. He's like, what? We've awoken the Treato monster. He's like, I'm a Treato monster. The Cookie Monster, but Treatos. He's just like, Mom, please deliver Treato to me. He is like, I'm so weak without my Treatos. Must need Treatos now. It's a must. He's like, give me them treats. Here you go, buddy. He's like, thank you, Pride. You can give him a high five? Good boy. Daytona? Nice. There's a lot to do. Man, you're gonna be close to like Harry Potter World. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter and Universal and Disney World. I'm gonna be jealous. Jealous. Good job, Alfie. Good. He's like, thank you. He's like, thanks. Thanks, friend. For the Treatos. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard this somewhere before. Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did, so you already said, well, maybe, but not for you. You know, you, dummy. Don't think I want to put up with all that unless my niece wants me to. Oh, really? Man, that would be all on my list. Like, I would go to that all the time. I'd be going to Wizarding World of Harry Potter, like, almost every day if I could afford it. And Universal, and Disney World. But not for, you know, you dummy. I'm not a rich girl. Same. I'm a broke-ass bitch. If I could afford it, I'd live there. I'd live in Hogwarts. They'd be like, what is that up there? Is that somebody up there? And they'll be like, just hiding in the castle like, this is my home. They said Hogwarts is my home, and I took it quite literally. This is my home. Okay. Alright. I give up Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. It's just nearly headless sick, no worries. Just be sitting there drinking coffee in the morning, like, out of a window in Hogwarts. Kids are like, Mommy and Daddy, there's a woman up there. Like, why are you... Get the fuck out of my house. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom. And then on the way out, like, you just get on, like, the car ride from, the Weasley's car ride to go to work. Just the ghost of Rena Ravenclaw. But she has a Starbucks in her hand. It's like, shh. No. Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, I'd be double-fisted. Starbucks and like a big-ass donut. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help enjoy a good book? I guess. We'll play Doki Doki for a little bit, and then we'll switch to another game. Because I want to keep up, like, this is a very stationary game. And then we'll also switch over and balance it out with something more action-packed as well. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. It's going hard to keep up with all their voices. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy the tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. She's sketchy. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I should tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined in clubs yet. Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica's really a great leader. Yuri nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort into starting something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Sage, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious that her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? I guess. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Okay. I read a horror book once. I just barely grasped something I can relate to at a minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But the story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine. And here are your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is as cute as you are. Suir settles up behind Natsuki and puts hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? Then no. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing the level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough sharing hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now we have a new member. I think we will help us get us all a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. And Alfred's back there going, I don't know what I want to do. Isn't that right, Sage? What? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Mayuri said may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I'll lose my train of thought. Yeah, they're all staring at me. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought, Sage, you all, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is price I have to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Siri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Sage, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress this class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Sage, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, so Yuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club and make our way home. He's eating dinner. This way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls, Sayori, Itsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make a poem of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Alright, let's write a poem. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Oh god. Treasure. Rose. Poof. Silly. Here. Love. Friends. Sweet. I like fireflies. Imagination. Fireworks. Word boop. Puppy. Fun. Kitty. Destiny. Games. Heart. Giggle. Laugh. Okay. If I go down there with family, I can work less and stream more. Hell yeah! There you go. Work less and stream more. That's awesome. That definitely will help. Will help a lot. And I'm glad you're excited about it. Sounds like it'd be a good change. Hi again, Sage. Glad you didn't run away on us. Ha 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 ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Sage. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. So you already told me you didn't even want to join any clubs last year. Or this year. Last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the clubroom. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Sage always gives it his best, as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. So that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. I mean, you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Sage become good friends too? Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation you just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Oh wait, Sayori. Me? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so a nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Reaches in her bag, pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is, how is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Whew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities at the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So Yuri and Monica are having cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice his expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with literature? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. Close my eyes and end up listening to Yuri's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna have seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is the idea of literature sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we do come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, And after they come, we can do the thing, speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori's taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think the food will do the trick? Dreki! Dreki's here. Hey, how's it going, Dreki? We're gonna play this for a little bit, and then we're gonna switch over to a different game. We're gonna move to something action-packed right after this, too. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Aha, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is, then. I'm hungry. How you doing, Jackie? Anyway, we need to still work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but herein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all. I completed 2 large quests I had in Kirkid this morning, and now I'm free to play something else, probably Halo. Nice!
I'll disappear at 30 minutes and go test the scratch disc. Oh.
The scratch disc of what? What disc is scratched? Siri can put her mind into things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. What? I put my spine in Sierra's face, filling my vision. She's really close. I nearly fell out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. I'm actually not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't napping club. Does our school have napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Nah. Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? That's, it's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Eh? Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair's sticking out all around there. Ah. Run my fingertips on the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Alfred, what are you doing? Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's still more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. There's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. Try to rub the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't really even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you have a boyfriend yet? Eh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Really? This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it would be to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Yeah, this looks really... Don't say that. This is awkward. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button to your chest. Oh my god. Does this thing even fit you properly? She's doing it on purpose. It did when I bought it. I find this game a bit odd, but my expectations were set up by, why did I say Okie Doki on YouTube? My luck, won't play when I'm 18 hours. Oh, there's a Pirates of the Caribbean Captain Jack Sparrow I bought, but the disc is slightly beat up and the clerk wasn't sure if it would play. I hope it does, because that sounds amazing. I hope it does work, because any Pirates of the Caribbean game is amazing. And then when they played it, it didn't end like I thought it would. Don't know if it will when you do. Yeah, I'm not sure. It'll be interesting to see what kind of ending I get. Let me know if that game plays, because that would be amazing if you had a Pirates of the Caribbean game. I know I have one for like the PlayStation, but that's really, really cool. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed it sooner than it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs get bigger again. Alright. Glad your boobs got bigger. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so, why does it feel strange to see Yuri's blazer button up like that? I don't know, dude. Quit staring at her chest. But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew. That's so much better. My god. So many possibilities, but I have next week off. You're gonna be- ooh, it wasn't expensive, so I missed the return deadline, so no big deal. I'm torn between starting a run through Pokemon Ultra and Sun now, or before the transfer closes on 3DS, or streaming Ace Attorney tomorrow, or Lego Batman. Those all sound like really good options. I think I think either option will be an awesome option. I'm probably gonna play I'm probably going to switch over to a different game in just a moment, because I want to balance, because Doki Doki is kind of like a slow-paced one, and I want to do something action-packed as well, so I'll probably switch over to an action-packed one right after this. But I wanted to start Doki Doki. So many possibilities by having the next week off. Hell yeah, next week off. I don't normally stream Thursday either, but I have a birthday plans this weekend. Well, hell yeah. If you're live, you know, I will check you out tomorrow. I'm working. Tomorrow's my last day of overtime, and then I'll be done, and I'll have my afternoons free. So that'll be awesome. So I can be in more people's streams. Yay! Money. Yeah. Money, but I'll be glad to have my evenings free, and I'll actually be able to participate in game night and movie night. I'm excited about that. And yay, putting a boot up your coworkers' ass. I'll just be glad that they won't be dumping their workload on me anymore. Yuri puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? Why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't let you even let you do things like this. Oh my god, just get together already. You take care of me better than anyone else would anyway, so that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. Hee. I guess we are really better at taking care of each other than we are really taking care of ourselves. Get together already. So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. I was joking at that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Sage, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've really never done this before. Well, now everyone's ready. Why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Mitsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Sayori. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. What is she gonna say about my poem? I put puppies and kitties. Thank you, Pride, for the lurk. I have Hulu for 3 months and never watched that. I could do that too. Yes! You could watch Hulu. There's a lot of stuff on Hulu. There's a murder mystery one on Hulu that was really good. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Sage. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why, because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Sure, Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a sage poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I could feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact I'm sitting in front of you in the club room. Or, well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Sage. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Try new things like this for other people. That's something that really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. And then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing that this means much to her and all. I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that.
Something went wrong. Please try again.
Apparently my phone wants to do stuff. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to stay? Wish away a rainy day. I look above, the sky is blue, it's a secret, but I Trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but should we wait till this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. I can answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Hey, this was so much fun. Monika's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Cool. Alright, we're gonna save. Put 2 save slots. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna switch to a different one. Going to have set aside time for a cartoon night. Yes, do a cartoon night. So, yeah, part 1 of Doki Doki Literature Club. So far, it is interesting, and I'm curious to see where it's going to go as far as the horror aspect. It's a slow-moving game, but we shall see what happens because there were some trigger warnings, and that has to be really curious. So, there's that with part 1.